Tesla Groupie here. I'm here today to update you on my BBAI wheel, how it's progressing, the good and the bad. I will also post last week's video in the description below if you're interested in keeping up with the full wheel. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. This is just my wheel strategy using BBAI. This can obviously be done with any stock or ETF that you prefer. So this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So usually when I make this video, I tell you that these are closed positions with profits locked in, and then I go on to tell you how much I profited on BBAI last week. But this week, it's gonna be a little different because I profited nothing on BBAI. Due to the fact that I had already closed a good portion of my cash secured puts the week before, I had none expiring this week, which would be January 23rd. I do, however, have 114 cash secured puts still open. They are at a $5, $5.50, and a few $6 strikes. The expirations vary from next week all the way through February 27th. I also opened a few that expire March 20th. No other expiration dates are open yet except March 6th. It did just open. There's not much open interest, so I haven't dabbled into that expiration date just yet, but I will. So the reason I didn't make any money this week on BBAI is because I am still in all of these contracts. None of them have hit 80% profits yet because BBAI lingered under $6 all week. It would hit $6, maybe go a little above, and then it would drop back down. So it is a good opportunity to sell cash secured puts and buy shares. I did buy a few shares this week outright when it dropped under $5.50. I would like a large position in BBAI so that when it runs up to $7 or $8, I can take a good chunk of profit. So right now I am sitting on 1,652 shares at a $5.90 cost basis. I have found that $6 and under is my sweet spot for BBAI. It leaves room for covered calls. I don't feel like the average is too high. Of course, the lower, the better. I also am in 6 covered calls right now. They expire February 6th at a $7 strike and an $8 strike. Now, you may ask why I own 1,600 shares, but I only sold 6 covered calls. Well, that's because I don't want to cap my profits. Selling covered calls caps your profits because you are either forced to sell your shares at the strike you pick or roll the contract. So for me right now, I'm really working on not capping my profits and keeping my wheel turning and keeping shares uncovered in case we do have a major run. BBAI has run up to $6 in the past. I don't want to be stuck selling all my shares at $7 or $8. As a matter of fact, this past week, I had 200 of my AMDL shares called away. I had them at an $18.50 cost basis. I had to sell them at a $19.50 cost basis, and AMDL had run to $22, maybe even $23. So this is the downside to selling covered calls. They can be profitable while you're waiting for a stock to run up. They can also help protect you from the downside, but they can really bite you when the stock does decide to make its big run. So I always recommend not selling covered calls against your full position. I say for BBAI, I want to make $1 per share over my cost basis. So if I end up selling all my shares at $7, I will make $1,652. I won't complain about that by any means, but if it runs up another dollar or two, I'm missing out on another $1,600 and another $1,600. So you get where I'm going with this. Don't cap all your profits. My sweet spot for BBAI is $6 and under owning shares and $7 or even $8 for covered calls. If you could sell an $8 strike for your covered calls, obviously that's best. That is where I would most likely want to go ahead and sell my shares, exit the position, and start selling new cash secured puts to see if I could get the shares back under $6 again. Just keep the wheel turning. BBAI is not a stock I'm interested in holding in my long-term portfolio. This is strictly for trading, so it's okay if I lose my shares and re-enter my wheel. All of the contracts with BBAI that I have mentioned in this video did not include contracts that I have sold in our Double My Account challenge. Over on X, I have a subscription there and on Discord where we are trying to double our count in 2026. I've started with $10,000. Some have started with more and some have started with less. But regardless, we're trying to double our account in 2026. It's not too late if you'd like to join us. You can find me over on X at Tesla Groupie, go to my subscription, or if you want more information, you can DM me there or you can ask me in the comments here. I always reply to everyone. We also trade daily in my group in a regular trading account. So almost every day we're opening and closing new trades. Each week I post a trade of the week video. I will be posting it today as well. My trade of the week is also BBAI. So don't miss out on that. It'll give you an idea on a strike and expiration. And at the end of that video, I go into details on how to trade it. There's multiple ways to trade BBAI and any other stock or ETF that you're interested in trading. So make sure you check out that video as well. And if you got anything out of this video, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would really appreciate it. I would also like to know what you think of BBAI as a stock to trade. The reason I like it is because it's affordable, $6 cost basis, small account friendly. You can do multiple contracts or even just one contract if you're just starting out. It's got a nice high IV as well. It looks like their earnings won't be until March. We shouldn't be disrupted by earnings until March, so we've got plenty of time to get in and out of contracts. So anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching.